India's border areas woke up to a relative calm today, hours after Pakistan carried out multiple violations of an understanding to cease military hostilities with India. Indian armed forces responded to these repeated violations in an appropriate manner. Well, after India's warning, no firing or shelling was reported overnight in the border areas of India's Punjab, Rajasthan and Jammu and Kashmir. In a late-night briefing, India's Foreign Secretary Vikram Misri has said that Pakistan has been violating the agreement with India for hours. The briefing came after drones were sighted and intercepted in various locations in Jammu and Kashmir, including Srinagar and parts of Gujarat as well.
Last few hours, there have been repeated violations of the understanding arrived at earlier this evening between the Directors General of Military Operations of India and Pakistan. This is a breach of the understanding arrived at earlier today. The armed forces are giving an adequate and appropriate response to these violations, and we take very, very serious notice of these violations. We call upon Pakistan to take appropriate steps to address these violations and deal with the situation with seriousness and responsibility. The armed forces are maintaining a strong vigil on the situation. They have been given instructions to deal strongly with any instances of a repetition of the violations of the borders along the international border as well as the line of control.
The violations followed after the announcement of an understanding between India and Pakistan to stop military action against each other. Now, according to sources, the ceasefire with Pakistan is conditional, and there is no change in India's position on the diplomatic measures against the neighboring country, including the suspension of the Indus Waters Treaty. The understanding came into effect at 5 p.m. local time on Saturday. However, just hours after the announcement, drones were sighted and intercepted in Jammu and Kashmir and Gujarat. Jammu and Kashmir Chief Minister posted a video of drones being sighted and air defense becoming active. Earlier, India said the Pakistani Director General of Military Operations called his Indian counterpart, where an understanding was reached to stop military action against each other. Shortly after this, India's External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar put out a message on Twitter saying that India has consistently maintained a firm and uncompromising stance against terrorism in all its forms and manifestations, and it will continue to do so. News of the impending agreement first came from United States President Donald Trump on Truth Social, where Trump said that India and Pakistan have agreed to a full and immediate ceasefire after days of heightened tensions and cross-border attacks from both sides. Later, in another post, the US president hailed the leadership of both countries for the agreement, saying the aggression could have led to the deaths of millions. He went on to add he would engage in more trade with the two estranged neighbors and work with them to find a solution to the Kashmir issue. Well, the agreement came after days of intense conflict between the two nuclear-armed neighbors. India launched Operation Sindoor on May 7th in retaliation to the Pahalgam terror attack that killed 26 innocent people.